what are we able to bring out in terms of recycling infrastructure? It sounds very complicated, but tell Kenyans that we are buying e-waste, deliver, we pay you. It's over. There is no regulation you need. That's how Africa works. What is in the e-waste? The motherboard has got gold, it's got silver, it's got other expensive materials. In our country, Kenya and other places, people are dying of landslides because they are looking for gold. Tell them that there is gold in the motherboard. What are we doing at the moment? We are exporting the motherboard because we don't have technology. And we have been doing this for many years. Tweak. Get the language to be understood. There is money to be paid. The other challenge is on informal sector challenges. How do we manage the informal sector and the issue of cartels? Cartels thrive because there is no structure. We are doing an activity called the Green Africa Villages, where you can manage waste from your grassroots because it's more other activities. Cartels do understand that there is money. And we are just hiding under the situation of cartels. And also the supporters do not want to hurry up and bring in the technology that is going to help us to sort out and to be able to sort out the gold, silver, and other expensive materials, including platinum, because it is more useful there. One of the most thriving institutions here, they are collecting, taking to Rwanda, into Dubai. We go and buy golden rings after they've gone back there. We are only collecting. Make money as a business. What is the other item that we could be able to, regulatory issues? Can we quickly balance issues? We are talking of not importing e-waste. And I'm glad that my colleague from NEMA said it very well. Kenya does not allow e-waste to be imported. But what are we doing? We are importing a lot of it. The cars that are coming with the radios that we are going to remove 90%, is that not importation? Fridges. Can't we be able to deal with it before the car comes? Can't we advance in terms of producing these items in a manner that makes economic business sense, in a way that we can even allow that waste to be produced locally? Are there no opportunities that we can use to train trainers at the grassroots level to be able to understand what needs to be done? I wish I had more time. We could talk until the cows come home. But the idea is to move us from processes of thinking that it can't be done or following. And I can never thank enough my colleague who talked about a situation of us cutting and pasting laws without applying what is applicable. We are here talking about laws on e-waste and EPR. It is only Samsung that I'm told is able to collect some of the phones when they produce them. Where are the other makers? Where are our toys in the millions that are in our homes? WEEE Centre is doing a tremendous job. Congratulations. But how and where are we able to collect all things if we can't go to the grassroots and be able to deal with those items as a money-making opportunity to deal with the challenges that we have in our country? We are looking for jobs. Jobs are plenty.
Firstly is to appreciate you and the entire team. More importantly, the revolutionary government of His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Indeed, a revolutionary government in the conservation, environment, and governance space. He comes into power. Shortly after that, he convenes what so many other African leaders have failed to do, and that's the African Climate Summit. Bringing these guys, COP27, 28 years you're discussing, but none of you has been to Africa, who is always at the batting end, receiving end. So again, that's why we took time to get here. I think for me and for the people I speak for is, one, Kenya is moving very fast and very well. But you cannot go far if you move alone. you will not go anywhere. And we've seen this in the conservation world. Uganda is Kenya's leading trading partner, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Kenya's leading tourism partner. But sadly, we're not protecting our natural resources properly. So our request here is to make a connection between sustainable e-waste management and climate change. But more importantly, to help us agree on the immediate and short-term steps that we must take starting today to correct the anomaly. From this meeting, can we resolve, can we agree that going forward, we move as a team, as a region, and agree to, one, have harmonized systems, standardizations, and transformations of e-waste management, sustainable, one. Two, can we go to where it hurts most, and that's the future? Get the young people more involved. We will work together to create the East Africa e-waste bonanza. This is to bring the 7 countries in East Africa, have a special day that we'll call the East Africa e-waste day, collect all e-waste across East Africa, take it to the various central collecting points, take it to the various MRFs, the mineral recovery facilities, and then agree on a joint solution. This, for me, is one step in the right direction. Lastly, it's important for all of us, and I mean all of us, we're talking about circularization of the economy. This is the green economy. I wish we had in here 11 countries from the Nile, because this is how we connect. If this meeting can agree that going forward next year, we have the Nile E-West Conference. Bring here all decision makers, bring here all players, let's all commit to specific targets, specific reviews and policies, so that we can tackle this beautiful trash to treasure agenda. Asanteni sana.
But GOGLA is a global industry association for off-grid solar. So we are the representative body for mainly the off-grid solar industry, but we engage within the sector. So all these technologies are important, and we are importing them in millions. In the off-grid space, we are talking of over 150 million households having some off-grid solar appliance. In Kenya, we are maybe selling more than 1 million a year. So, as Dr. has said, the numbers are mind-boggling. The capacity we have to collect, I think we heard of some initiatives in the previous panel, to recycle, to repair, to refurbish, because when you talk about electrical appliances, it's not just collection and dumping, or you can actually repair and increase the lifespan of these products. It's very low. A few years back, the off-grid solar companies came together to address this challenge as a way of, being responsible business people. The off-grid sector usually serves a very unique market. Those who are hard to reach with electricity, most times also poor, and various technologies are being innovated every year to get access to them. And it is important, but we need to do this in a responsible manner. And one of the initiatives that a few years back, and WEEE Centre, I think, has been part of that journey, is to try and collect a lot of these end-of-life products from the market, to recycle, to get all these minerals that we are talking about from these motherboards, from these panels, from these equipment. And it's been a success because it was a pilot. Before even the law came into place and NEMA started mandating all these things. And what was being piloted was, to increase the number of collection centers, to pilot take-back schemes, incentives. I think one of the things that has been highlighted here was, people need some motivation to return these products. And it is not as easy for companies that have participated in these voluntary schemes. It's not easy to get that solar lantern returned by an individual to the nearby collection center. One, we need to increase those collection centers because they were lacking. And then sensitize a lot of people around it.
I foresee, like in the scenarios where we actually recycle the e-waste, can we have, from my end, I see there's a gap. We recycle and then sell to other people, and they do the manufacturing for us. Like he mentioned, we take to other countries, they get the gold, and then they bring it back to sell to us. Is there potential for the Kenyans to actually do it themselves? That is the angle I would go about. If we can do all this, we provide employment to the youth in the country, and also be able to scale up the SME sectors, and also support the informal sector.